Thanks, Chase.
The clock is ticking at the Arizona State Capitol, and lawmakers are still at odds over how to spend billions of taxpayer dollars.
The budget battle is heating up with education, healthcare, tax cuts all on the line. 12 News journalist Joe Dana breaking down the sticking points. And here we go. It's Monday, isn't it, Joe? Isn't that the deadline?
Yeah, they're trying to avert this government shutdown. You have issues like highway patrol, schools and prisons, how exactly they will be funded that we're somewhat up in the air, but I'm told now there is solid agreement on those big items. You know, House Republicans and Senate Republicans, they were the ones that sort of needed to come to a compromise as there was a battle between far-right lawmakers and center-right lawmakers. Now, what the governor and Senate Republican leaders have agreed to, though, are some of these funding raises, including raises for state troopers, $14 million for a freeway overpass project, a $15 million project at the Prescott Rodeo Fairgrounds that relates to a previous legislature's vote. The House has approved this week a funding measure worth up to $500 million to renovate the aging Chase Field. That's meant to recapture and reinvest sales taxes for the ballpark and nearby buildings. But Governor Hobbs has vetoed two Republican House proposals as well and has put state agencies on notice to drop shutdown plans if the legislature can't agree on a budget that she is willing to sign. Both the House and Senate are scheduled to be back on the floor either this evening or tomorrow morning. I've been told that it is very likely the House will be voting on a proposal that the governor has tentatively agreed to. That could come this evening or shortly after midnight. And then we could see the Senate possibly voting on a final budget by tomorrow at 10 a.m. So we're going to continue to follow what's happening in the House, and we'll have more on this at 5 and 6. And we're also going to hear from Senator John Kavanaugh, who is one of the most experienced down there in terms of these budget negotiations. We'll hear from him coming up in just about an hour.
Yeah, and Senator Kavanaugh has kind of downplayed this, Joe. It's different than, say, like a federal government shutdown. It's not like they're going to send workers home and things like that, even if we get past that deadline. Isn't that correct?
Even if we get past that deadline. And again, what it sounds like to me, again, this is a reliable source who is directly involved with communications, that there is a tentative verbal agreement. So that would all, go out the window. Let's hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's promising. All right, Joe, thank you.